Well, if we get back to action again, we got us a ball game on our hands right here. As we're going to, as we get ready for the bottom of the fourth, we're all tied up at 3-3.
Tyson Ellis remains on the mound for the Golden Eagles, warming things up.
Leading it off for Salem Hills here in the bottom of the fourth will be Jake War. He's only been up one time and he's grounded out. So here in the bottom of the fourth, Salem Hills is going to have their 8, 9, and 1 batters coming to the plate.
As we start this inning, let me take a couple seconds here and just remind our viewers that if you've got somebody who's not with you and wants to watch this game, go to sfcn.org. Click on the link for live streaming of Channel 17 and they can watch it anywhere. Call Grandma if you want to watch them.
That pitch is just inside. 2 more. Again, that is a great thing that Spanish Fork gives. And a great job by our crew here at Spanish Fork 17 as they give you the coverage of today's ball game. So that pitch to War is in the dirt. 3-0.
It's almost like someone extended the distance to home plate during the off inning there.
So 3-0 count. That's in there for a strike. And there's ball 4.
So Jake Ware takes first.
The second baseman, number 6, Ty Bennett.
Number 6, Ty Bennett, the second baseman, now steps up to the plate.
He hit one back to the pitcher his last time up.
Oh, the ball is low.
And he was off there quite a ways. They should have had him out.
Yeah, catcher threw off to first.
He's got to make sure that that throw's right on target because he was getting off. And
foul bunt off to the left.
They are going to probably try and play a little small ball right here and try and get that runner into scoring position.
Yeah, Sam Moore, the third baseman, he was right on top of that bunt.
That one also in there for a strike.
Count 2-1.
Yes.
Hey, nice job, Ty. Likes to run right here. Hit and run. Likes to do it. Going out. Like to hit and run, fellas.
So they want to really watch that runner right here at first base. Keep him close. And they got the bunt down. All they can do is get the out at first.
Sacrifice bunt by Bennett takes us to the top of the order with the catcher.
That pushes
number
Jake
25,
Ware
Sam
over to second. Now in scoring position.
Brings up Sam Callister. Sam hit by a pitch in the first, and he got a hit his last time up. So we got a balk called. That's going to
Blue. Front leg.
As you can hear the umpire explain to Coach Miner that the pitcher moved his front leg.
So that puts their runner over at third base now.
With only one out.
With only one out.
Coach Miner walking out to the mound again. Time is called. Time for a conference up on the pitcher's mound.
So again, while we take this time out again, we want to thank Spanish Sport 17 for bringing you the coverage of today's high school baseball action. Again, these teams finish up region play this next week. It looks like today could end it for Maple Mountain. And Salem Hills will finish up against Provo next week.
The last 3 state champions were Bountiful, Salem Hills, and Skyline.
Oh yes, Bountiful, Salem Hills, and Skyline.
Our next broadcast on Channel 17 will be on Monday as we watch Spanish Fork take on Springville.
That's right.
Always a hotly contested game.
And that will be a barn burner, but again, that'll be a great one to be at the ballpark.
Supporting our Dons.
Supporting the Dons. And if you can't be at the ballpark, again, tune in to Spanish Work 17. We'll bring that game to you live.
That's 3:30 Monday afternoon.
And again, so the Dons, again, Golden Eagles will finish up today. Skyhawks will finish up next week along with Spanish Fork and Springville as we get back to action here.
Actually, I think Maple Mountain has one more game next week. It's not a region game. They're playing Grantsville on Tuesday, I believe.
They do have one. They will play a game next week, but it won't be a region game yet.
Yeah, but it is live also on Channel 17.
That pitch is just a little bit inside to Callister. So they got to try and keep everything in front. They brought everybody in. They're going to try and cut this run off right here. They got to make sure of the out though, right here. Swing and a miss as it's taken off the chest protector of
the umpire. He felt that one. He's walking that off. I mean, it's hard enough just being an umpire. I mean, having to take all that pressure, but then to be hit by the ball, that's just uncalled for.
Yeah. So if I was,
well, he took it. He's actually.
If I was Moffey right here, I'd want to be the umpire's best friend right here. Keep everything in front. But again, while we have this quick timeout, again, let's wrap it up here as we look at region play. Spanish Fork. I believe they're, where did I have?
They are 7-2.
7-2.
Just like the Skyhawks are.
And Skyhawks are 7-2. Salem is 8 and.
Well, that is the Skyhawks. They're 7-2.
Oh, Skyhawks, excuse me, are 7-2.
The Golden Eagles are 8-3.
Golden Eagles are 8-3. So depending on how, again, Spanish Fork's playing at Provo today. So depending on how that wraps up, again, it's going to come down to every last game, depending on how this game turns out in the end, and also the games next week.
We like exciting region play, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Well, the umpire's standing back erect again, so we're good. Game's back on. Hope it doesn't change the strike zone.
And that pitch is out and away and just misses. So Ellis taking his time. Nice job there by Moffey. Keep the ball in front. So Ellis has got to put it close right here, but not give him anything too good. They got to cut that run off. And where was that one? I was ringing him up right there.
Well,
let's see if we can glance at that one again.
One brings up number 15, Cooper Smith.
I don't know if we'll have time to get to that one.
it certainly has Tyson Ellis wondering about that pitch too.
So that's going to put runners at the corners for
Salem Hills.
For Salem.
Yeah, with one out.
Smith coming to the plate.
Hey, you're not going to roll this kid up. He's got good wheels. We're going to get him.
Got runners at the corners. Again, they're going to try and hold things, get the run, try and cut that run off. But then again, this is what high school baseball is all about right here.
I show Cooper here with a hit in the first inning. Is that right?
I don't think. Well, maybe he did. That one's in there for a strike. I have him for two fielder's choices.
That's probably what it was.
But he knows what he needs to do. He knows he's got to put that ball in play. Preferably knock it out of the infield. That pitch is up and away.
That's a good boy right there. Right there. It's below the belt. It's all right if he's 5'8", but he's not. Come on now.
So Ellis trying to keep things close. Got to concentrate. Again, up and in right there. He knows he doesn't want to give him anything too good. Count goes to 2-1 to Cooper. Hard hit. Not going to able to make any play.
None.
Everybody's safe. That's one heads up by Smith and by Salem. You know, they just off and running, but one kind of a mental error by Maple Mountain is you got to know where you're going with that ball, and you can't hesitate. You got to up and gun it somewhere and get it out. So run comes across for the Skyhawks, puts runners first and second.
Score now 4-3.
Talon coming to the plate, 2 for 2. And
it's time for a conference.
We're going to have another conference, and this could be it for Ellis. And it looks like they could, yeah, they very well, because this could be, I think this is his third trip to the mound.
Yeah,
so they
hasn't taken the ball yet, but
no, he's taking his little sweet time. But there we go. We're going to have a pitching change. So we're going to take a break here, and for a quick commercial break, and we'll come back with more high school baseball action right after these messages.
So welcome back to Salem as we continue the game after the pitching change. As our new pitcher, number 19, Wes Childs, warms up for Maple Mountain. Tyson Ellis really did a pretty good job through his 4 innings of pitching just kind of got snagged up a little bit in this inning.
Yeah. And again, just have a tough break or two. Again, you want to keep this game close because as we talked throughout today's broadcast, again, every game is going to count, and they really are trying to kind of jockey for position as we finish things up here and throughout next week get in position for the playoffs. So we've got one out. Easton Talon coming to the plate. We got runners first and second for the Skyhawks. Talon 2 for 2 today.
Had an RBI in the first inning.
And that pitch is out and away for a ball. And that pitch is again out and away. As Maple Mountain is actually really not holding them on, but you want to stay in the stretch. But you really just want to focus on that batter and throwing a strike right here, trying to knock it down and get it out. Good job there by Moffey, able to keep the ball in front.
Yeah, Cooper out there on second. He wants to move forward. So Moffey did a good job keeping him in check.
That pitch in there for a strike. So they need to get a ground ball getting out right here.
And the ball goes over the top of the second baseman. Loading the bases up.
Nice job there, able to cut things off, but that does load the bases.
Replay on that hit. It was right over the top of the second base. He was flying up in the air to catch that, but didn't quite get it. So that brings up number 11, Tanner Hamlin.
Tanner got the home run.
Yeah, the 2-run tater back in the third.
Again, hits from the left side, bases loaded.
I learned that word tater when I used to live in the South.
And he wanted to take that one deep. As you look at that swing right there. Swing and a miss right there. And again, good spot right there. That was kind of up in the zone. Probably actually a good place to put it right there, or put it out and away right here. Let's see if he tries to go out and away a little bit. But again, Moffey's got to be on his toes right here. Keep the ball in front with the bases loaded. And wanted to go for it right there, as he's able to pull back. That pitch again, just a little bit inside. So count goes to, looks like 3-1.
One out here in the fourth. Skyhawks up 4-3. Sorry about that.
And there's called strike. Oh, it must have been 3-2. It looked like called strike, so.
Yep.
lucky
Now hitting the first baseman,
for
21,
Maple Mountain, they're able to
Lundell.
get that out. Lundell coming to the plate. He flied to right his last time up.
Walked in the first inning.
Again, bases loaded.
West just kind of bare hands that. It stopped almost right directly in front of him off the mound. He was able to pick it up and throw it to first for the out. So Maple Mountain gets out of a tight fit there with the bases loaded and only one out, and gets the strikeout. Then the short hit to the pitcher. So congratulations on that. Score now is 4-3 still for the Skyhawks at the end of the top of the fourth. So stay with us here on SFCN Channel 17 for more of this game. Okay, welcome back to the game.
So as we start the top of the fifth, we got a new pitcher for the Skyhawks. Centeno now in pitching for the Skyhawks as we go to the top of the fifth.
So he went from the DH to the pitcher.
Correct. So that takes the DH now out of play. Jaron Hall leading it off here in the top of the fifth for the Skyhawks. Hall walked twice. That pitch is gets away from the catcher, Callister. And that one's fouled out of play.
So Jaron in the first inning walked, stole second base, but also then scored.
And looks at a called third strike on the inside corner.
So even though he has 2 walks in the game and 1 point or 1 run scored, can't do much on that one.
Nope. Coming to the plate now is the catcher, number 5, Jake Moffey. Pitch is out and away to Moffey. Jake is got 2 walks today. That pitch is up and away.
Ooh, a long ball hit the center field.
Oh, that's over the head of Smith.
Smith fell down in the attempt. Really good try.
Moffey's going to hold it second base.
With a double.
So coming to the plate now for the Golden Eagles, number 23, Mitch Holmes.
With 1 out, the first baseman, number 23, Mitch Holmes.
It's fun to hear all the sounds of a baseball game, whether they come from the stands around you or come from the players or the coaches.
Mitch got a single and also scored the first RBI back in the first. And takes first pitch, pops that one up on the right side and taken for the out.
Okay, so now we have 2 out. Moffey still on second. Up to plate is Peyton Pond is up. Who came in as that pinch runner.
He came in as the pitch runner, so it looks like he's going to hit right here.
I'm not sure where he's playing in the field.
He won't be playing.
Oh.
He'll be playing in.
Oh, he plays as the DH now, basically, right?
Correct.
Okay. These little high school rules are getting me confused.
Yeah.
It's also a fly ball to center field, caught, which ends the inning.
So here in the top of the 5th for the Golden Eagles, they come up with no runs off 1 hit. There were no errors. They leave 1. And through 4.5, it's Salem Hills 3, the Golden Eagles 1. We'll be back with more high school baseball action right after these messages. Just a quick correction. I'm glad Pete's here to keep us straight. As we go to the bottom of the 5th, it's 4-3 in favor of Salem Hills, leading the Golden Eagles.
I thought it was in a time warp for a second there. Didn't know for sure what inning I was in. Didn't sound quite right. So Wes Childs continues to pitch for the Eagles.
And it looks like they'll be right in the 6, 7, 8 spots.
The third baseman, number 1, Jesse Rowley.
So Jesse Rowley will lead it off here in the bottom of the 5th. He's had 2 walks today. That pitch just a hair out, but not bad about
Not bad. Yeah, it was the right height.
For the belt. Yeah, that's where he's been calling it today.
Foul ball back behind.
So count goes to 1-1. Fouled back. So count goes to 1-2. And that one looked pretty good. So count's evened up now at 2-2 to Rowley.
Long hit out to right field. Bounces in. Right fielder picks up the ball, throws to second.
And Rowley is on it, and he's going to have a stand-up double to start it off for the Skyhawks.
Now hitting the DH, number 24. The pitcher, number 24, Lakota Centennial.
Yeah, they announced him as the designated hitter. He's now the pitcher for the Skyhawks. Lakota Centeno. Today he's lined out and flied out. And that one's in there for a strike. And there's a hit pitch.
Well, hit by the pitch, yeah.
Centeno hit by the pitch.
He didn't even
Running
flinch.
at first,
No, he did
number
not.
7, Keith Christensen.
He just took that. Put runners at
Now
first
up
and
for the
second.
Skyhawks, the left fielder, number
No out.
27, Jake Ward.
Skyhawks are pushing. They're threatening.
Wes, got to help us right here. Get it out right here. Hey, let's go now, Jake. Jake makes the call. Jake makes the call. Jake's in charge of the infield.
This is 27, Jake Ware.
So runners first and second.
First
Yeah.
baseman almost in front of the plate as Jake shows a bunt.
And they very well could bunt right here with no outs.
Yeah, easy way to move the runners, huh?
And I think that's exactly what they're looking to do right here.
Let us feel the bunt for you. That's all we do here. Come on, Mitch.
But Maple Mountain is moving in. Again, pulls back. Count goes to 2-0.
Take for a strike right here, Wes.
Well, they know their positions well. The first baseman's charging home. Second baseman's running towards first. Third
Yep.
and short are staying out their bags.
Yep.
Go on, Mitch.
That's what's fun about watching baseball. The positions. They know their assignments.
Yep. Good teams, you know, they practice this day in and day out, and hopefully if they execute the way they're supposed to, and the way they've been taught, then they'll be able to
Turn a couple outs. Yeah.
turn it out somewhere.
Get out. Attaboy.
There's a strike.
There's a strikeout. Nope, that's a strike 2.
About halfway now, Mitch. Right there. Not too deep, Mitch. You don't hit it at you.
Yeah, the umpire was really, dramatic in that call. I thought maybe it was a strikeout
I
also,
was
the way
thinking-
he was going.
I'm thinking it was a strikeout, but that is only 2.
Back about 5. Got to cover the bag on a ground ball, Mitch. You're all right. Roll it up, fellas. Roll it. Hey, how's already today? Never know. Roll it.
There's the bunt, right
And
down
there's
third
the
base.
bunt, but it's going to go foul.
Nice job. Way to get out. Good work. Great job, fellas.
Just barely.
Boy.
And so he's going to go out with, since he didn't get that in for the third strike, it's going to go
The second baseman, number 6.
recorded as a strikeout. And that's going to bring up the second baseman, number 4, Ty Bennett.
Or number 6.
Excuse me, number 6, Ty Bennett.
Oh, pitched way over the
Whoa.
top of the catcher.
That one totally got away from him. And he's coming home,
no,
and
no.
he's not going to make it.
No, diving into home, no problem. The pitcher forgot about coming to cover home. Home was open.
Yep.
Poor Maffey had to just try to make the dive, and he was just on top over, behind the flying
Yep.
Skyhawk coming in there over the bag.
Hey, you're okay.
That's,
Let's go.
besides the wild pitch, that's basically just a very bad mental mistake right there.
I think he just, when he threw that ball clean over the catcher to the side, it was like, oh boy.
You're okay, Mitch. So we get it out here. Attaboy. Good work, Wes. Attaboy.
Pitch in there for a strike.
Good job, Wes.
So that makes it now 5-3 for the Skyhawks. Long ball out to right field. The ball is caught. Runner on second tags up and goes to third. So that's a second out.
Coming to the plate for Salem, the catcher, number 25, Sam Collister.
So back to the top of the lineup for the Skyhawks. Sam Collister comes up. Sam was hit by a pitch in the first inning, had a hit, and walked in the fourth. And right now we have a runner on third and 2 away. Could have been much worse. Strong hit out to just a pop-up, if you will, to the second baseman, who quickly catches that and retires the side.
So here in the 5th for the Skyhawks, they come up with 1 run and they leave 1. And after 5 complete, it's the Skyhawks 5 and Maple Mountain 3. We'll be back with more baseball action right after these messages.
Well, here we are back at in Salem, at Salem Hills High School, home of the Skyhawks, as we continue the game between Salem Hills and the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles. My co-announcer Kyle just informed me that he had another engagement to take off to. So, wow, I'm going solo here for a while. That's something I'm not used to, so bear with me, and hopefully I'll try to keep you all awake as I announce the rest of this game. I offered to let him do it by phone, but he said no, it couldn't happen that way. So here we go. So we're Maple Mountain is now coming up at the top of the 6th inning. Our first batter up will be number 22, Sam Moore.
Two up for Maple Mountain.
Sam
Third
walked in
baseman,
the
number
4th
22,
inning,
Sam Moore.
flew out or grounded out and had an out in the 2nd inning. Maple Mountain is at 3 points right now, 3 runs, and the Skyhawks are at 5. So a little bit of work to do for the Eagles to catch up and get ahead. Pitch comes in for a strike.
Come on, Sam, let's go, man. Stay behind one, hit hard, get the barrel to it.
Low for a ball.
Sam, let's go, baby.
There's a strike also thrown. 1 and 2. Ball low in the dirt. Looks like Lakota is still pitching for the Skyhawks. After a little bit of a shaky start, it's done pretty well since then. Strike right there. So Sam is out on strikes.
Strikeout brings up the right fielder, number 27, Andrew Wixom.
Andrew Wixom now steps to the bag. He's 0 for 2 in this game. Swings and hits the ball. Grounder to the second baseman, throw to first, and just gets Andrew. That's 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. The sun is starting to get a little low in the sky. There's the replay there. Nice catch by the second baseman. And the out. Sun's getting a little low in the sky, so it's going to have a little bit of a factor for the batters. It certainly is a factor in my eyes. It's getting harder to see what's going out in the field right now. So we have Cannon Minor up at the plate. Takes a ball. Cannon hit an RBI back in the 4th. Foul ball hit here, and almost caught by the Salem Hills catcher, but the fence got in the way. Cannon is 0 for 2 in this game, but his last at bat he did score. He did drive in a run with his sacrifice. Another ball thrown. Another pop up to the right side. Oh, might be in play, and caught by Lakota for the 3rd out. That was a quick 1-2-3 for the Skyhawks. Come back to us here in just a few moments after our commercial break for the bottom part of the 6th inning. We had the Skyhawks winning 5-3 at the moment. Stay with us. Well, as we come back to the Salem Hills ball field, the music Surrender by, I think that's Cheap Trick, blaring across the field. I don't think Maple Mountain wants to surrender at this point. They're not giving up. So the game will get started here again with number 3 from Salem Hills coming up. This would be Easton Talon. He's had 4 hits today. Had an RBI in the 1st inning and 3 hits total. So he's been very good at the plate today. All right. Umpire gets the bag all cleaned off, ready to start the game. We'd like to encourage you to contact your friends and family who may not be able to watch the game here live, that they can watch it live over the internet. Go to sfcn.org/watch17 and be able to watch this anywhere. Just don't do it while you're driving, folks. Strike there. I said this was Easton Talon. I was wrong. This is Cooper Smith who's up to bat. Cooper has 2 hits. 2 for 3 so far in this match. Ball passes past Maffey. Here comes the pitch. Bouncing out in front of the plate. Maffey slowly walks out to the field, have a little talk to his pitcher. I believe that's still Wes Childs on the mound. Haven't seen a change made there. Okay. Maffey settles behind the bag there. Gives signals. Here comes the pitch. Swung on. Grounder to the. Oh, gets past the shortstop out in center field. So Cooper gets on base. Base hit up the center.
Brings up the shortstop, number 3, Easton Talon.
Now we have Easton Talon up to bat with his 3 hits, an RBI. I bet he's liking the position again. No outs with runner on first. Pitch over to throw over to first. Not in time. The shortstop Easton gets ready for the pitch. Throw comes in, swung on and out of play. With the sun where it is, it's making it a little hard for us to see where the ball goes too. Here comes the pitch. Easton shows bunt. Runner on first takes about a 4-step lead. Here comes the pitch, low in the dirt. I think that's 3-1 if I. 2-1 right now. 2 balls, 1 strike. West size up the runner, throws again out in front of the bag. In front of the plate. Count is 3-1. Easton's watching those pitches carefully. Pitch and the swing for the strike. The runner on first advances to second on a steal. Cooper was watching that and took off. So still now I guess the count would be 3-2 full. Pitch was high, so Easton Talon advances on a walk. Now that puts runners on first and second. No outs
Easton
here in
walks.
the top of the sixth.
Now
Number
hitting
11.
Tanner Hamblin.
Tanner Hamblin, the right fielder, steps up. We have a speed up runner on first. Looks like, I think it's number 14, Ballard. And looks like a little time for a team conference on the pitcher's mound. Out comes Coach Miner. So we'll take a couple seconds here and thank our sponsors for being part of this broadcast and supporting Channel 17 this year. First off, the great guys at the Car Guys. Seriously, folks, if you're looking for a brand new, basically brand new car, low miles, good looking car, well taken care of, perfect detail job, go visit our friends at the Car Guys who sponsor our instant replays. They've got the great selection of cars there. They do a great job in making sure that the cars are in great shape and you get what you want. So go down to the Car Guys at 700 and something North Main Street in Spanish Fork. Thank you, Car Guys. Secondly, I'd like to thank also our friends at MVP Sports who sponsor the MVP player of the game. And when it comes to the end of the game, I'll announce the MVP of the game for Maple Mountain. And we appreciate their support of our sports broadcast. If you're interested in being a sponsor on Channel 17 Sports, you might just give me a ring at SFCN offices. Contact Pete Hansen, and I'd be happy to talk to you about our sponsorship packages. Football season starts up here, way too quick, but a few months away after the summer's over. And we would encourage you to join our sports team. We know that sports is a major successful, liked event here in Spanish Fork. And so we encourage you to get involved and let your business know of your support for Spanish Fork sports. So the conference is over on the mount. The game continues again. Again, we have Tanner Hamlin at base at the plate. Here comes the pitch. Again, runners on first and second. There's the pitch in the dirt, and both runners are running and advance to third and second. We have a throw to third just to keep our runner in check. Mafi was very observant of that. Okay, so we continue on now with Tanner at the plate. Wes has the ball still. We have a high ball thrown out to left field, who is caught. The ball comes in. We have number 15, Cooper Smith, who scores on that sacrifice.
Smith, but the sacrifice fly. Now hitting number 30, Hayden
Which
Coon.
puts the score now at 6-3.
We'll take second. Just pay attention to what we're doing here, fellas. One out, three out.
Okay, up to bat now is number 30, Caden Kuntz. His first appearance in the game. Pitch is a little bit high.
I had it, I didn't give it to you. 30 in a 5 spot.
If I know that, we would have walked the last time. Thanks.
So that's our first out. That sacrifice. Okay, Caden waits for the pitch. We have a runner on second. Swings, pop up off to the right side. First baseman comes across and makes the catch for the out. So now 2 outs in the bottom of the
Hitting for the
6th.
Skyhawks, the third baseman, number 1, Jesse Rowley.
Go, Wes. Finish up here, huh?
Runner still on second. Here comes West with the pitch. A little on the outside, looks like. Good height, but on the outside. Ball 1-0. Looks like Mason Bigler might be the speed up runner out there on second. Two balls. Swung on, fouled back. Makes the count 2-1. West takes the call, makes the pitch. Oh, just missed.
They aren't. You gotta have those calls.
3-1 now.
Both sides. Come on now.
This is Jesse Rowley, by the way. Sorry. Again, foul out of play over the back. Jesse has 2 walks and hit a double in the 5th inning and scored a run. High pop up, and it looks. Oh, we got a little collision out there, don't we? The ball was caught, which ends the inning.
Salem adds another run in the 6th.
After 6 complete innings now, the score is 6-3 for the Skyhawks. We'll be back with more gameplay in just a few moments. Stay with us here on Channel 17. Well, here we are. Welcome back to Salem Hills High School in Salem on a beautiful spring afternoon as we watch the Golden Eagles take on the Salem Hills Skyhawks. This is the top of the 7th now. This is where it all counts. Salem Hills has a 3-run lead on the Golden Eagles. And so the Eagles have got their work cut out to catch up to those 3 and get another if they intend to win this game. Both these teams are very evenly paired in the region's contest here, along with Spanish Fork, almost in a virtual dead heat for the top of the region.
The top of the order for Maple
We start
Mountain.
off the inning with the
Number
top
8,
of the
Colton Hamilton.
lineup for Maple Mountain. Number 8, Colton Hamilton comes up. He he's 1 for 3 in this game so far, with a hit and an RBI. First pitch is a strike. All right. The Maple Mountain team is getting really boisterous here. Ball on the outside there. Time for a late game rally. Fouled off. Straight back, caught in the net. Puts the count, looks like 1-1 maybe, or 1-2. 1-2. Ball's low. 2-2. Swung on. Ground ball or a bouncer up the center. Colton starts off the inning with the single. That excites the Maple Mountain crowd here. There's the replay. Thank you very much. Car guys. Nice hit right up center field. Up at the plate now is number 20, Cade Polson, who's had 2 outs and a walk. Here comes the pitch. Ball low. Puts the count 3-0. Lakota's been doing a good job on the pitching for the Skyhawks in relief, but facing a challenge now for Maple Mountain. Ball inside. Cade draws the walk. No outs. Runners on first and second. Up to bat now, number 3, Jaron Hall. Jaron walked in the first and scored a run. Walked in the third and had an out in the 5th. A little bit of a conference going on now. If you're watching out there in the pitcher's mound, Salem Hills decided to take a little conference call there, if you will, amongst themselves. Maple Mountain groups up here also while the conference is going on. We'd like to thank our sponsors, MVP Sports and the Car Guys, for their continued support. And of course, we enjoy doing this for you here at SFCN. We hope you enjoy being able to watch these games on a regular basis as we bring them to you live on Channel 17 and also through our YouTube and our sfcn.org website. If you like what you see, please like us on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/Spanish Fork 17. Give us a like, and we'll like that back. Okay, no pitching changes for the Skyhawks. Lakota Centeno continues on the mount as Jaron Hall approaches the plate. Runners on first and second. No outs. Here comes the first pitch. Strike. Look at our runners on the plate, on the bases. Lakota getting the sign. Here comes the pitch. A ball again. That puts the count at, trying to see the scoreboard here. It looks like, is that 2-1? Ooh, a strike. It looks like it's 1-2, excuse me. Runners are showing some pressure on the bases. Count now 2-2. Pitch is low. Makes it full count. No pressure, Jaron. No pressure. Maple Mountain is certainly no stranger to tight games this season. They've had many of those and done well. A hit out to left field. Left fielder goes out, gets the ball, makes the catch for the first out, and the runners advance. No, they do not advance, excuse me. They stayed tight. It was a quick throw in from left field. So there's the first out. Runners still on first and second. Up next to bat is Jake Maffey, the catcher, who's had a busy day behind the bag. Done very well in catching. Jake has 2 walks, a double in the 5th. Ball is inside, a little high. Here comes the pitch. Strike called. Runner still on first and second. Have some pretty good distance there. Oh, a called strike also. Swings on that to the shortstop. Runner out at second. Runner safe at third. So looks like Cade's running in. So Jake is on with the hit. Colton Hamilton is on third.
Coffee with the fielder's choice to short. Now hitting the first baseman, number 23, Mitch Holmes.
Number 23, Mitch Holmes is now up to bat. Mitch had an RBI in the first inning. Thought about it, didn't pull the trigger, but the umpire did, so a strike. Foul ball. Bounced up into the catcher's glove, but that's okay. So with 2 out here, the top of the 7th. Runners running the second. We have a steal on second. So now we have Maple Mountain runners on second and third. Mitch still up. Count is, looks like 1 and 2. Here comes the pitch. Outside. Count 2 and 2. Looking for the great pitch, looking for the place to punch that ball. Mitch is the tying run. Swings on a hit. It's high, popped out to center field, and the ball is caught, which ends the inning and ends the game. So the Golden Eagles pull up short with a rally there in the 7th. The Skyhawks win the game 6-3. We'll be back after a few commercials here to wrap up this game and announce our MVP player of the game. Stay with us here with more baseball action on SFCN Channel 17. So welcome back to Salem Hills High School. Not far from the pond, as the Salem Hills Skyhawks have just defeated the Maple Mountain Golden Eagles 6-3 in a pretty well evened out game. The PA announcer here just announced that the score between Provo and Spanish Fork, with Provo winning that game, which puts Salem Hills in sole possession of first place right now in the region. Things will change again next week, or things could change next week as the final week of the season continues. But it's a tight race for everybody involved here. So congratulations to the Golden Eagles to the Skyhawks for their win today. Looking over the stats here, looking over the plays of the game and the different options we have for the MVP player of the game. And boy, it's a tough one doing it all by yourself. You haven't got anybody to bounce this off of. But I'm going to award the Maple Mountain Golden Eagle MVP of the game to Colton Hamilton for his 2 hits, RBIs, hit in there. So congratulations to Colton Hamilton for that. And just as a point of mention, Tanner Hamblin of the Skyhawks had a home run, 2 RBIs, 3 RBIs total in the game. So he would be a MVP for the Skyhawks. Congratulations to Tanner and to Colton. We'd like to thank also the Car Guys for their sponsorship of our games here on SFCN, in addition with MVP Sports. We appreciate their coverage or their help in us bringing this coverage to you. Our next game on SFCN will be on Monday at 3:30 live. We'll have the Spanish Fork versus Springville game. And so make sure you watch us on Channel 17 or on sfcn.org or on our YouTube channel, youtube.com Spanish Fork 17. And if you don't know this, but you'd like to be able to get copies of these games or any other program that Spanish Fork produces, you can get those from sfcn.org. Go to the Channel 17 link on that page and go to our programs, and you can download files that you can make your own DVDs, have on your computer to play back at any time to watch any of our programming. So we appreciate all your support in what we do here. We appreciate our sponsors. Again, we come to you at the conclusion of this game where Salem Hills defeats Maple Mountain 6-3. For Kyle Braithwaite, who left me a couple innings ago, this is Pete Hansen saying, have a wonderful evening. It's a great day for baseball. Enjoy it while you can. Thank you very much.